Well, you either had nothing at all, or... Wait, why is there drugs on the floor, people? There's clearly drugs on the floor, people. Pick up the drugs, please. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more Prison Architect here in Dave's awesome prison, where construction on the new medium security block continues. Now, what is the problem with this? No prisoners assigned. Okay, we're going to work on that. Don't worry about that. That's fine, game. We're going to try and figure that out. We're mostly focused on getting the cells up here because the goal is to move all of the medium security prisoners from the large cell block up here, and then everything down here can just be minimum security. Is there any particular reason that I can't designate this as medium security right now? I have to remember exactly where that lives. Right, here we go. Over in deployment, I want this whole block and the shower and everything to be medium security. That's it. Everyone in medium security gets to come and live up here. Now, that didn't change the prisoners assigned to eat at that canteen. How do I fuss with that? How do I make that happen? Do I have to do it? Surely I don't have to do it cell by cell. No, that would be silly. And speaking of which, while I'm doing cell by cell, I'm going to outline a few more cells in here. Let's get some more prisoners up in medium security. A couple of good commenters did chip in and say, hey, why don't you just make all of the cells in medium security have their own shower, and then you wouldn't need to bother with a shower. I'll think about it. I mean, I've already made the shower. I've already built the shower, so it already exists. I can't see a reason to go back in and change all the cells to having their own showers, but I'll have a think about that. We'll kind of see how it goes. For right now, I'm just going to outline maybe, well, speaking of rooms with their own shower, maybe one more improved cell over here, and then some basic cells down here. So like one there, and one there. Medium security is going to be a little on the small side for right now. We'll look at expanding later, but it's going to be a little on the small side. It's a pathetic common room. I'm very, very sorry about that, medium security people. I'm super sorry. And again, another thanks to the commenters who chipped in on my water issue. Apparently, I am told you can't run out of water. You're not going to lose water pressure. You have plenty of water with one water pump. So I'm not sure what those little sort of water droplet icons were flashing on the shower heads, but I'm going to file that under not my problem and hope that it resolves itself. I'm still getting no prisoners assigned to eat at this canteen. I actually just hopped out of the game and Googled this to figure out what the problem was, and nobody seems to have a clear answer on it, apart from it not being in a secure area. It's very clearly in a secure area. There's nothing wrong with this area. We've got a jail door. The entire place is enclosed. I did, when I was on the old Googles there, has anyone else heard of this Google thing? Like, there's so much information that I never knew existed. I feel more people should be aware of this, but there was some folks who said maybe try dismantling the door and getting rid of it, and then I might just, let's see if taking down the walls here might help either. So get rid of that wall and get rid of that wall. We'll see if that kind of fixes the problem. I don't know if it hasn't fixed any problem. Alright, I'm not sure what the issue is there. We might try to see if that resolves itself. If not, we might have to keep the canteen down here open to medium security. It's not my ideal, but we might have to do that. And they are basically done with all of these new cells. I think I can go ahead with my plan of making all of this minimum security and that shower just for, what about solitary cells though, Dave? What about solitary cells? I actually don't have any medium security solitary cells. They might have to go to solitary down there for the time being, and then maybe we can figure that out later. I didn't think of that. I mean, I probably did, but then it went out of my head like so many other thoughts that I have. I'm going to keep the canteen open, the kitchen open. What is, that's a solitary cell. Okay, yeah, keep that open. Right. Okay, let's see how this works. And now I should be able to turn back on my intake. Okay. So we're going to fill the capacity. It's still going to be mostly minimum security, some medium security. Hopefully, if I've done this correctly, all the medium security people who were in the old cell block will get moved up to this cell block. It's fine. I put some pipes in. Stop flashing at me. Oh, this has fixed itself. Oh, you know what? I kind of already just answered my own question here. I think the problem was there were actually no prisoners in here. That's why it was saying there's no prisoners assigned to this canteen, because nobody lived here. All right, so this seems to have resolved itself. I should put that wall and door back up because, hello, metal detectors, Dave. And let's put a wall there and a wall there, so they're forced to go through the metal detector. And remind me where metal detectors live. Somebody in the comments left me a thing that you can actually put this in alphabetical order, and I want to look at that in a second. It really does make me nuts. I don't know why. Filter list. Okay. I want to filter it by the alphabet, starting with A and going ideally to Z would be my ideal. What does this do down here? Oh, that just makes that go down. Okay, I'll have to go back and read that comment again, but apparently I can do it. Okay. We've got a potential tunnel here. We've got to stop. Everybody just stop. Everybody stop. We've got a potential tunnel. Right in the same place the old one was. No surprise there. All right. Okay. I was told in the comments that my move here is to go in and dismantle everyone's toilets. I'm going to start with something a little softer in that we're going to do a tunnel search. Now I can fine-tune this a little more. Just in minimum security for right now, please. Just in minimum security. Let's see if we can dig this out and figure out where it is. And then after that, I was told you actually want to go in and start dismantling toilets all the way along, because that's where they're tunneling out, and then you'll find the tunnel and you can deal with it that way. And I also was told in the same comment, you basically spend a lot of the end game just dismantling toilets and putting them back, which seems very, very fussy. But we'll see if we find the tunnel. Aha! We found the tunnel. It's Sumo. Sumo, apparently you're a developer. That's very, very naughty of you. Very, very naughty of you. Okay, we're finding the tunnels now. We're finding the tunnels. Okay, I have to remind... Somebody's overdosed on drugs. It's probably Thompson. It is Thompson. Yeah, it's Thompson again. Thompson is overdosed on drugs. Okay, you know what? You do that about 3 times a day, Thompson. It's on you at this point. I can't help you anymore. I can't help you if you won't help yourself, man. That's how these things work. Right. I gotta remember where the collapse tunnel thing is. There it is. Under foundation. Yeah, removing tunnels. Okay, here we go. Keep going with the tunnel search, by the way. There might be more. Oh, yeah, they were basically out at that point. They had actually gone past the second fence. Ooh, good job on the dog guards spotting that one. Wow, they were basically out the door. They went through 2 fences to do that. Finding a lot of other stuff, too. P.S. Finding a lot of other stuff around here. Thompson, I'm looking in your direction. So, good job there, guys. Okay, yeah, there's my builders. Collapsing the tunnels. Good, excellent. You guys have apparently been released. Oh, yay. You'll be back here in a couple of days. We all know you will. And we're finding hammers, and we're finding, I don't even know what those are. Scissors? Tongs? I have no idea. Well, this is really going to tie up my solitary cells, unfortunately. I kind of need more of those. You know what I'm half thinking now? Now that the medium security wing is kind of operational, I wonder if I should just do... I don't really have to... Well, actually, I kind of do have some room down here. Maybe just a solitary wing. Maybe just a you've been very naughty wing could happen down there. And move all the solitary cells down there. And, everyone could kind of live down there when they've been very, very bad, like digging tunnels. All right, it looks like, from what I can see, we've dealt with the tunnels. We've dealt with that. Yeah, Ackerman, I know you're waiting to go to solitary. We're a little busy over there right now. And more encouraging news, we are back to being technically profitable. However, I see there's actually a couple of more bits of tunnel down here that we didn't get. So get all of that. You were trying to dig under the Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. That's really rude. People are trying to help themselves there. I bet that was Thompson's idea. And let me just clear something up that's come up many, 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 many times in comments, and it comes down to a fundamental misunderstanding of how Dave works. I do understand that visitors are not bringing in contraband. I understand from a game mechanic that prisoners are not bringing in contraband. I know I say that a lot. The visitors are smuggling in hammers and all that kind of thing and power tools. I do absolutely understand that visitors are contraband free. However, from a lore perspective, the little world building that I do in my head, when I see that Butterworth here, Spoons Butterworth here, leaves visitation and we find a spoon on him, I immediately think to myself, hey, you visitors got to start smuggling spoons into here and giving them to Spoons Butterworth. So I do understand that that's not a real thing. I'm probably going to keep saying it anyway because it sort of makes me chuckle to myself in my head to think that this visitor here, who are you, by the way? What's your deal? Yeah, it kind of just amuses me to think that Bolton's 61-year-old mother is smuggling a power drill in here. It just kind of makes me chuckle to myself. I do understand she's not really doing that. So I know it's frustrated some people saying, why doesn't he understand that visitation is contraband free? I get it. I just make up little stories in my head sometimes. Welcome to the channel. Now, something that the comments section did spot very, very well, and I missed it until I went back and looked at editing. I was all fussed as to why they weren't using the new canteen tables. I didn't rezone it. I didn't rezone this as canteen, so I've got to get that up and running again. So rooms and canteen. I spotted it while I was editing the last one, and then I kind of forgot about it. So there we go. This is all now canteen for you guys. And that actually that's been a good piece of advice in Prison Architect from day one, which is if something's not working, rezone it. Just try rezoning it. That's usually, like 63% of the time, that's usually the problem. Just rezone something and it'll probably work out. Speaking of canteens, I see the medium security canteen is doing just fine. It has corrected itself. We've got the metal detector up and running here, but I really do want to think about just a flat-out solitary block. You know, sort of a max prison punishment. You've been very, very bad, and you've been digging out tunnels. Speaking of tunnels, we got all of those, right, guys? We're good? Looking good on the tunnel searches? Boy, those dog guards just pay for themselves. Those dog guards are so handy to have around. I wish I had the money to afford some more, but we've only just gotten back into profitability here, so I don't want to mess that up now. All right, tunnels looking good. Okay, tunnels are looking good. Oh, what I will do is take a little tiny bit of money and add a couple more capacitors on here. I'll put one there and one there. And you know what? Just flesh it out. There we go. It's done. Another thing I wanted to tweak with a little bit was our schedule for our program. Somebody chimed in the comments. My concern was that we have so many prisoners up for parole right now. They're not getting through the hearing. I mean, right now, where are we on that? There's 16 people who are up for parole, and we're processing them a grand total of one at a time. So I feel there's a whole lot of very, very fussy people who are like, dude, I am totally up for parole. I've been waiting for my parole hearing for like 20 days. And I'm like, sorry, we only do them one at a time here. And then we just basically get one a day done. If I go to my edit schedule again, can I like just sort of make the parole hearing all day? Like just constant, like okay, here we go. So it just moves it. Oh, no, I don't want to move it. I want to make it all day, if possible. Well, that's a perfectly good place for it as any, I guess. I was kind of hoping to make it longer, like the parole guy would just stick around all day and churn through some of these. But that doesn't... I'll try that one more time. Is there any... No, it just moves it around. It doesn't extend it. Okay, if I'm misunderstanding that, which I'm sure I am, do please, of course, let me know. I'd like to do this. I'd like to have maybe the carpentry apprenticeship go all day. That would be totally fine. But, all right, well, I guess I won't fuss with that as much as I thought then. Well, how about some grants then? Are there any grants that we could be dealing with right now? We're doing the two long-term ones, the reform through education and the manufacturing facility. Somebody did very, very quickly recommend on the workshop, get just the medium security people to work in the workshop because they'll be here longer. So with the minimum security people, they may not even have time to get through the basic safety course, never mind make some license plate. But medium security is going to be here for a while. They'll have time to get through the safety course and then start cranking out some license plates. I will definitely look at doing that. I'm kind of back burnering that for right now. I really like the idea of it. What else could I be doing? I mean, it's just at this point, it's cell block C, getting up to 100 prisoners. We're at, 60, I can't read that, 67 capacity, and we've got 61. I mean, there's some more coming tomorrow, obviously. I mean, we're not a million miles away from that. I could almost do that with just extending the medium security. I'll have a think about it. That's a lot of prisoners for, what's my security right now? 29 guards. That's actually astoundingly good compared to a real-world penal institution. However, that's a lot of tunnels I'm going to have to keep an eye on. How about, I don't really have the money to do short-term investment. I mean, I do. It's 5,000 now. It's 16,000 later. Sure. Do that. I mean, it's just sort of we're going to get some money in the future. Why not? I've got nothing else to be doing with 5K. That's ridiculous, Dave. You could be doing so much more with 5K. Well, I could free up a little bit of space in the solitary cells if I mess with my policy a little bit. Like, do we really need to send people to solitary for intoxication? I'm going to put them on lockdown. And same deal with Thompson, I'm looking in your direction, drugs. And luxuries is lockdown, that's fine. Weapons, definitely. I just want, like, the violent stuff to go to solitary. And actually, why are we saying escape attempt is only lockdown? Now, that should totally be solitary. As should destruction. Attacked prisoner. Yeah, anything, like, really, really awful should be solitary. And then the sort of lighter grade things, like finding tools, can just be locked down. And Thompson's issues can be locked down. Maybe that'll free up a little more space, because our real issues are, well, finding drugs, finding luxuries, finding tools, that kind of thing. You can just stay in your cell and think about what you've done. Now, before I commit to my solitary wing, is there anything else that I feel I want to be doing? Let me have a look at what do people want? What are prisoner needs right now? Luxuries. Okay, the big one is luxuries. We've definitely eased them back on spirituality and literature after adding the library and the chapel. They're fine with that. They'd like some family, but that's what visitation is for. If nobody wants to come and visit you, that's really not my problem. Exercise, they wouldn't mind a bit of that. We found a pair of scissors. And once again, it's in visitation. I'm just saying, guys. I'm just saying. I know it's not a mechanic, but it's alarming the number of things that we catch in visitation. I'm just putting two and two together here. Yep, Dog Patrol just sniffed out some booze on Revolta here. Those dog guards, wow, they are the shining stars of this. Oh, what did we find on you, Speed? Did we find Speed? That would be ironic, wouldn't it? What do we got? What did you have? Come on, finish. Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. Well, you either had nothing at all, or wait, why is there drugs on the floor, people? There's clearly drugs on the floor, people. Pick up the drugs, please. Well, I still haven't made a decision on my solitary wing, so I'm going to do some preemptive planning right now. Some preemptive planning, knowing that at some point I'm going to want to expand up here. I've got a little bit of money to do this, and I'm going to need to do it at some point anyway. So we're going to kind of fidget with things here. I'm going to take this fence up to... Oh, I've done it wrong. Hang on, go away. Okay, this fence up to here and joins up with that. When they get that done, I'm going to turn this fence into this wall and then dismantle this wall, or at least bring it up to this fence level. So there's at least a couple of barriers between, the prisoners and the outside world, with the idea that I will expand the medium security block. I think that's definitely going to happen in the future. It's no real reason it needs to be this small. We can get a few more people in here. We can squeeze a few more people in here. So this is just an advanced planning thing. I'm just going to get some stuff going along there. And now that I'm thinking about it, do I need this many builders? I mean, they get things done super, super quickly, and I appreciate that, but could I shave off a couple of these and maybe save myself a few bucks? How much are these guys costing me? Yeah, these guys are $100 a day. Could we maybe get rid of some of you? How would I go about doing that? Staff. There we go. Can I shave off a couple of you? I've got 8 of you. I can get by on 6. I'd probably get by on 5. I'm going to try 5. I just saved myself $300 there every day. Sorry, I'm really sorry. You did great work and all that. You're a valuable addition to the early construction of Dave's awesome prison. However, we're a little overstaffed right now. So I don't feel I need 5 of you. I think at this point I'm going to be building things more slowly than you need. Go away. I just had a thought. Speaking of, we got a grant done. Which one did we do? Oh, the education one. Oh, I've got a ton of money now. Well, at least for the time being. Let's not get too excited here. Great, we did the education thing. Fantastic. So my thought coming into that before I just got $30,000 is I don't think I have a dog patrol set up in medium security. I think I need to let's get some patrols. How about a patrol came from here and then ran along here and sort of through here. It doesn't really have to go very far. It could come up here and then go back this way. And I want that to be a dog handler. So dog handler right there. Go through. I know there's security issues up there. Stop flashing at me. It's all going to be fine. I say that. They actually just finished the wall up there. So let's get what I want to do. Where's my post-apocalyptic walls? Because I like those. They're fun. Rusty. There we go. We're going to take... Oh, there's a door there. That's fussy. Somebody go quickly dismantle that door. I say quickly, there's 3 less of you right now, but if you could move on that'd be super. Except, you know what? They can't because they have absolutely no way of getting in there because there's no door on the other side. Okay, put up just a standard fence gate somewhere over here. That'll let you get to that, and then we can get the wall done in the other part now that you can actually get in and out. Okay, there we go. So now, give me my post-apocalyptic walls all the way over there, please. I was not no money to do that, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's 100% fine. And then, if I tell you to do that there, you're not going to be able to get in there. Okay, just do those walls. I'm kind of making this up as I go along, so I don't know exactly what I want to do when, but eventually this is all going to make sense to somebody. Probably not me, but somebody. And, of course, naturally, they've blocked themselves in a little bit. Of course they did. Of course they did. This is why I should try and plan things better. I mean, I'm not going to, but it's why I should. So put a door here. Oh, did you figure out how to get out? Oh, good for you. Is it... Wait, why have you figured out how to get out? You shouldn't be able to do that. No, you're just kind of stuck over here now. That's all basically fine. We're going to have to put a door in there for you to get you guys out of there. And then I want to keep the wall going that way, but maybe I don't. You know what? That wall can probably stay exactly where it is. Because if anything, I'm going to extend straight up here. Yeah, you know what? It's fine. I just get you guys out of there. And the more I think about medium security people just flat out being here longer and therefore able to make license plates, the more I do kind of want to just make this medium security. We have a lot less medium security people, though. So it's less warm bodies, but they will be here longer. I assume if I just go down to medium security and say the workshop is medium security only, then that has solved the issue. Then only medium security people who want... Oh, God, there's a call. Oh, please don't let it be another tunnel. What is a fire? Okay, fire is even worse. Hang on, slow it down. Everybody stop. There's the fire. I see the fire. Now I have to remember from way, way back when I first played Prison Architect how to summon the emergency people. All right, well, first things first, let's go down to emergencies. fire engine. Wait, this costs me money? $100 for a fire engine? Actually, that's pretty reasonable. All right, fire engine, please. Oh, right. I have sprinklers. Never mind. Go away. Go away. No fire engines. I have sprinklers. I actually did something reasonably smart. Put sprinklers around the place. I'm pretty sure it was a commenter who told me to put one in the kitchen, so I'm not taking credit for that one, but the other sprinklers I'm taking credit for. Okay. That was actually manageable. Okay, you know what? More sprinklers. Everywhere. Even in the shower. Especially over in the other kitchen and the other canteen. Let's get all of that going. How about one here and one over here? This block is surprisingly covered. Surprisingly. I'll put one down here just in case. Is anything else likely to catch on fire? Workshop? Maybe the workshop. Workshop might catch on fire. There's like electrically things in there. Infirmary, probably not. Okay. Power room? That seems awful splody. Yeah, you know what? We're doing maximum sprinklers. Those things just paid for themselves. I mean, quite literally. I didn't have to call the fire department at $100 a pop. Okay, it looks like my builder is over here repairing all the things that got damaged. I don't know if that's sort of an auto repair that he's doing or if I should start designating areas. It seems, yeah, he's fixed the stove. He's definitely fixed the stove. He's kind of taken some of the trash out. Sorry about the fire, guys, but boy, how about those sprinklers, huh? Crouch, Grifaldo, Platter? I know we kind of flooded your cell, but you ain't on fire. You know what? I'm going to take a chance on not doing the sprinkler in the workshop just because it's a really long way away from all of the pipes. I'd have to lay quite a lot of pipes to get this hooked up to water. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel that. The other ones, I hooked up the water over in the medium security area. They're going to start laying some pipes there. Are there any new sprinklers that I put out? I don't think so. Somebody's found some cigarettes somewhere. It's Revolta. You have been a constant problem. A constant problem. Well, at bare minimum, at least you're just going to lockdown now rather than solitary, because we're a little shy on solitary cells. We don't have a lot of those. I think that might be my next move. I think I've been thinking about it for the whole episode, starting to make plans to expand medium security, which means we're probably going to have more security issues, which means we need more solitary anyway. And after all of this, we are at least finally back into positive numbers. The numbers are looking much more promising. What's the problem up here? Okay, yeah, you're in your cell for solitary. Yeah, no kidding, we found cigarettes on you. So yeah, I think I'm in a much more stable place right now. We even dealt with a fire and a tunnel without any major repercussions. I'm very pleased about that. But that is an excellent place to call it on Prison Architect for today. Do please keep the comments coming in, and we'll pick up some more of this again next time. Hey, if you're enjoying the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. Oh, yeah, I like that. It kind of looks like Andy Warhol came in here and threw up. Robot, how do we rescue you? I don't know how to rescue you. I'm also not sure I ever knew you were a woman. Excuse you. Excuse you. You were literally in a cubicle, but you felt the need to pee on the floor.